Good afternoon, FFR. We are in for a heck of a match today with a round of 32 matchup between Crab Cakes and fcoughlin. We are in our winter tournament with the round of 32. The only big change is that River of Melmond has been added. The HP and stats have a 10% higher on the high end. And we are starting with a Thief, White Mage, Forest, and it looks like both people are going with a Black Mage. Let's
That's what I
see,
would do.
oh yeah, and I am Odron, and I am joined by Barber. Barber, do you want to go over these blessings we have real quick?
Sure, I'd love to. Fighter has +2 MDef per level. Thief has fighter armor. Black Belt, which we won't see, has heal plus magic. Red Mage has equip shield. White
All
Mage
right, here we
has
go.
thief sword, and Black Mage has clean magic.
I mean, the Thief Sword isn't too great, but that Clean Magic on the Black Mage could come in handy early on, and the Fighter Armor for the Thief can make for some real good elemental resistance early on.
Yep. And since this is a shard hunt, you're more likely to find some of that gear early or
Oh,
at
that
all.
is something else that has changed. From the round of 64 being 24 shards, round of 32 they now need 28 shards. And
Everybody loves more looting.
yeah, weapons are also +2 to +5 now. So we might see some lower rolled weapons, but at those numbers, it's still not too bad if you can find yourself a half decent endgame weapon. See, we should be getting underway any second here. Uh, what am I missing? Oh, right, the thief is White Ninja, correct?
Yep. On promotion, Thief will have white magic, Fighter will have black magic. It's a change from vanilla, which makes some for a lot of really interesting end game setups.
Yeah, so that Black Mage is going to be pretty needed for the Fast and Tempers, and it's nice to know that they'll be guaranteed. But we might see a Red Mage pickup later, depending on what they find in these magic shops early on. And it is a White Mage in the first tavern. Oh, level 1 Life 2 and Lamp.
Can't go wrong.
The level 1 Black has Ice 2, Bane, and Zap, which are all really nice to find as well. So yeah, that ninja's gonna be able to life 2 after promotion. The scimitar pickup, not a bad grab, just to have a little bit of offensive. And Coughlin's already at Garland.
Yep, straight up.
Going for those Bane strats. And he got it on the second try.
All right. Let's see what the Royals have.
Cakes got it on the first
Rod,
try. Ooh.
Rod, and Canal. So,
Ah, I was hoping for a canoe there.
yep. With River to Melmond on, you need a canoe to get there. Early canoe and early rod would tend to force you that way, but we'll see.
Crabcakes did go back into Toph and found an Xbox in that bottom left room. So with every shard they pick up increases the golden experience they gain. Every 8 is a benchmark of a 50% increase. And then Coughlin's already at the Pirates as Crabcakes is picking up her rod and canal. Both of these runners have been around for a long time and are very well versed in the gameplay. So
Yeah,
watching
expect
what
them.
they expect great things, and you could pick up some pointers in this race if you look close enough, potentially.
Or just marvel at the menuing. So Bicky had Adamant.
Well, we know we have to go back west now. No canoe, no early volcano.
Well,
Oh
there's
wow.
nuke level 2 and fast. So
I would be very tempted to pick up a red mage if we can find a red mage.
sure.
Level 1 life 2, level 2 nuke and fast.
Now there is no guaranteed katana or vorpal, so you will need to find something for that ninja to swing. You will get a defense sword, and with enough buffing, you could
Eh,
probably get that good. But I'm always a little bit worried about defense sword in the end game.
That is true. It doesn't have that same hit as something like a Masa Vorpal Katana. Nothing in the dwarf closet there.
Yep. Oh, there's that
Oh,
canoe.
you're right here. Do you go towards the rod or do you keep going south?
I mean, you kind of have to because there's nothing really to turn in, and the next place would be volcano. And I mean, I guess you can make the play. You could go to Crescent.
Yeah,
Either one's a long walk.
Crescent and Volcano or go towards Earth, but on the way to Crescent you can pick up your level 3 and 4 magics.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a good point. But with level 2 nuke, I'm not sure what you're going to need. Maybe some telemagic.
Yeah, Warp and Exit can be very nice to have just to be able to do a safety save if needed.
Does look like both runners are going to continue south.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that one will split back towards Earth after this town check, but
Yeah,
uh, I'm not
I
feeling it.
mean,
I don't think they will.
there's
Oh,
there's
wow.
two checks down this way.
And level 3 Warp.
There you go.
And Invis 2. This seed just said that they deserve all the good magic early. They have a shop item? No. Harm 4 at 4 isn't terrible. Lit 3? Not bad to have, just to have a little bit more offensive magic.
Comment in chat with warp that puts volcano in play. Absolutely.
Yeah, you
Um,
can do that armory check, warp out, save, and then do your
yeah,
further dive.
yeah. All tournaments so far, early volcano has been a really big play. But it's always dangerous too. You always feel like you're under leveled, and having warp makes things much easier to get stuff out. So both are going to Crescent.
Yeah,
Let's
as chat's
let's
pointing out, and as you said, there's 2 checks this direction, only 1 check without the ruby going to Melman continent. But one of them was a defense sword plus 5. There was a chain armor for sale. Crabcakes, I don't believe picked it up, but with that fighter armor, the thief can wear it. Soft and Amu are the
yeah.
spells the Black Mage got. Not the greatest ones you could hope for.
It's like both runners are grinding. Did I miss something in the shop?
I think they just want a few more levels before they dive into that volcano, and if you find Peegs right outside here, it's a very nice grind with that nuke.
Yeah. Getting some houses too is probably not a bad thing.
Yeah, stocking up on save items, heals, maybe Pures if you hadn't picked them up already.
Noticed that
Uh,
the canoe fishies are not safe. I think I saw some glare on some of the Kareebs. Or
oh, a
ribbon, first
ribbon.
thing.
Wow. Okay then. Putting it onto the black mage who has the nuke instead of the white mage that has the life. 2 pro rings already.
Hmm. And with +4, you get a lot of absorb with that too.
Yeah. Volcano Armory is looking very nice. Crab
All
Cake's
right.
opting not to do that Xbox quite yet. Possibly going to save first.
Yeah. Also didn't seem to check the potential grind tiles. Not that we're going to need a grind for this, but always good to know where you can pick up some extra XP if you need it.
True.
Yeah, here she goes on her dive, though.
Didn't bother to check the hairpins either.
Yep, gotta go fast once you get the ribbon.
Fair enough. I mean, let's see. Incentive here will be later, I believe. Yeah, random
Yep,
deep.
yep, random deep, so Agama floor. Possibly, possibly carry floor. There's one more check there, but
The vanilla spot.
most, yeah, but most likely on the Agama floor.
Oh,
And red giants have squint. And that was the life caster, so I don't think we're. And the
there's
ruby.
the ruby. Well,
Yeah,
it's a more than likely a good thing neither of them went early Melmond.
yep.
Wonder what else we'll
Now,
find.
yeah. So now the question is, do we try to walk this out? Um, Looks like we're going to dive a little bit because we do need some shards.
I mean, you still have nuke casts. You have that
Yeah,
ribbon and a pro ring on each. Well, the ribbon on the black mage, a pro ring on both. No reason to leave until you clean it out. And if you have enough nuke charges, you might consider that carry kill. Which does not seem
yeah.
like
Looks
we
like
are.
yeah. Harry kill will net 2 shards, and if you're pressed for shards at the end, it's not too fast of a dive to just walk straight down and kill
That
her with more
is
levels.
very true. Strategically choosing which floors to use those warp charges on.
Yep.
And Crab Cakes is out. Now I wonder if Crab Cakes is going to stick with a 2-man party and just leave that white mage down for the count now.
Yeah, that's a good question.
The thief does have slightly more experience gain at 1.1, same as the fighter, where everyone else is at 1.0.
Oh my goodness, red giants have thunder also,
Oh, gross.
and they are guarding the rubies. That's kind of
Yeah,
it's
Coughlin
unnecessary.
might just leave now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ninja having life 2 could make the 2-man a completely viable strategy. You still just have to make sure you find that tail for it, though.
Right. There's a river to Melmon. Let's see what we have.
And then black, slow 2 and confuse. So I don't believe we have seen temper yet.
No.
So that's gonna make wanting to find a good sword that much more important.
Mm-hmm. We fed the ruby. Let's see what Titans have. Got a couple shards, it looks like.
Couple shards and a key item here. Oh boy, spiders.
I don't think Danny rolled this seed, right?
I mean, I don't believe so, but Danny's spirit could be around.
Danny Spirit's always around. All right, let's see what we got. Titans has the crystal.
Huh.
Yeah. That'll
Lots
wait. We've
of,
got 2 more checks down here.
yeah, lots of back and forth walking so far.
Yeah.
I mean, the crystal could be the herb, and the herb could turn to the boat.
All of this is true. So we have Oxy from Sarda.
That could come in handy, but
Yeah.
hopefully
Would
not.
I would almost leave that there. Would be a possible play because you're likely to, since you need the floater to get to.
Yeah, you just,
But
it's nice to have in case you need it for the shards.
yeah. Well, I mean, you can always come back for it once you get the floater. We do have airboat on. So,
Right.
but I don't think we have a ship yet, if I'm not mistaken. So, CC
We
is
do
diving
not.
Earth. Incentive in Earth is going to be deep, so after the rod block. A
Oh,
nice,
that light axe isn't a bad find, but
yeah. Is it worth resing that white mage for? Maybe not.
no. The Harm 2 cast can be tempting, but that early nuke, I don't see it. One of the
Hey,
other changes in this flag set that I actually
Wolflin has.
like,
Mhm.
poison in battle is 12.5% of your current life total instead of the standard, what is it, like 1 or 5 damage a turn?
Mhm.
Ew, one of those wolves had glance.
All right.
Oh, the light axe almost came into play.
And Coughlin has Oxyale.
Silver armor on that thief now. Can move that copper bracelet down to the black mage, give it a little more defense.
Hey. Earth
Ooh,
Armory. We've got a Masa +5. So
well, we got a big
there's our,
sword.
yeah, here's our big sword.
A little bit more armor and fine, and crab cakes might just stop looking at Xbox or non-Xboxes altogether.
Yeah. Yeah. At this point, you would be promoting for that white magic on the ninja.
Yeah. Oh, the
And there's our
ship.
ship.
So let's see. That doesn't. Well, that gives them access to our deals now, and they still have the crystal turn-in.
Yeah. Now I can never remember this. Where does that ship spawn?
I believe it'll either spawn at Corneria Castle or Dwarf Dock. I know it's
More
one of the
walking.
two. At Corneria? Okay.
Chat says Corneria.
I think if you get it in Dwarfs, it spawns at Dwarf Dock. I just wasn't sure if Melman Continent would also spawn it there.
Now, a reminder, our fiends have vanilla scripts, so when we see Lich again, there's always that first turn nuke that you have to plan for and deal
Yeah.
with.
Speed Bump 2.0 can be scary.
Yep. Tia 2 has Bane and Chaos has Crack.
And slow too.
Yep. I've seen a lot of runners pick up A-Rub in order to kind of cancel out that crack at the end.
Man, it's not a bad idea.
Coughlin with his Masa. Gonna turn in the crystal.
A Speed Cable. I don't know what that is. I'm guessing it's a larger speed bump.
TNT from Matoya.
Hooray!
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a much wider speed bump. Yeah, that's a good description. Let's see, what do we want to find here? I want to see herb. What would you like to see?
Yeah. Probably key if I'm down here already. But it's the floater.
Well, the world is their oyster now.
Mm-hmm. And what an oyster.
The
Yep.
So Cardia
Cardia first.
checks. Makes sense. Lots of chests and potential in there.
Mm-hmm.
I
Now
think
the
we
incentive
might
items.
reset.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, not checking the rest of Cardia.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's like we're maybe checking for
Dock
the
check?
shop item or possibly can't imagine. Oh,
Oh,
there's
the
the loot.
loot's for sale for
Mm-hmm.
38,000, I
Yep.
believe.
Yep. We're gonna check the
Uh,
recruit here too.
Fighter.
And there's the
And picking
fighter.
it up.
Yep. CC loves her fighter. All right. Coughlin is through Lich.
Coughlin kept the White Mage up, so Coughlin's been running this 3-man, but did a little bit more of a grind outside of Crescent, so I think their levels are probably about the same.
We haven't seen it much this tournament, but there is a thief lockpicking on it. I believe level 22. If for some reason we just can't find that key, but we need that
That
key if we're going to loot the mermaids because the mermaids
are locked.
Yes, they are.
Always a fun thing going down there, forgetting about it, and just bonking off the doors.
Yeah. I'll probably never get used to it. I like that in Cardia all the trapped boxes are dragons too. Nice place to pick up some XP if you can keep them alive. There's the tail.
Well, we're gonna see probably an instant promotion here.
Yeah,
No black belt, no reason not to.
very clever of the dragons to hide the tail in plain sight there.
I mean, you wouldn't expect anyone to ever
Up.
look there.
Yep. Looks like the chime bonk is Bahamut's entrance though.
Man,
So we got to dig out the chime before we can
that's
promote.
rude.
Yes. Very rude chime bonk. I've seen some rude ones though. Early Toph chime bonk is also hilarious because that point your first save is probably you've probably tented right there, and you're got to walk all the way back down, do the walk of shame over to Provoca, or maybe see what the king has.
The crab cakes came to Onrak continent instead of doing ordeals first. But I think it might
Yeah,
have been because she wanted to revive that fighter.
yeah. It's up here. What she does next is gonna depend here on what's in the waterfall.
Yeah, because they don't have the levels for that lockpicking yet, so unless Key is here, an earth or a sea dive isn't so fruitful.
Nice fighters.
A little chonky.
What's
Not
that fighter
terribly
swinging? Is
so.
that a giant sword?
A giant sword +5.
Okay.
Crab cakes founded in Cardia.
All
The
right.
slab.
The slab. Fred has his tail.
That poor fighter just can't catch a break and get any experience.
And there's Fred Coughlin bouncing off of the Bahamut
Phoenix
entrance.
calling for Chime and Sky. That would
Yeah, why
be
not?
that would be great.
Yeah, let's go get let's do Cube in Leafine.
Oh, that's gross.
We'll see.
I
If I were
mean,
playing this, I would certainly I'd be the one to completely forget the loot.
he has to either be in Ordeals or in Lefane, I believe, right now.
Yeah, it could be. It depends on what we get because we can get Cube and find Key in Sky
True.
once we turn in the slab.
Well, we're going to see both of our current options. Oh, no. Crabcake's going to Ordeals now.
Yep. Airboat makes ordeal so nice to get to. All right, what are the pillars?
Key cannot be in C because C is random locked.
That's right. Yep. But he could be in Sky if we get Cube, since Sky won't be chime locked.
True. Good thing they have those warp charges.
Ugh. Red is through.
Mage Fighter pack. Oh yeah, all of the trap tiles are B-side trap tiles. So plenty of fun to be found.
Lots of fun. Not always the easiest thing if you need to grind.
I don't know, fun police are pretty fun to grind, right?
Yeah, I guess if you're into the fun police at Pillar 4.
Gold bracelet. That's a nice
Mhm.
find. Vanilla incentive location.
Mhm.
And just more mummy was mummies. I don't think they've shown anything scary yet.
Uh, do believe that we have vanilla um, touch on though, so they could put one of them to sleep.
Yeah. And the
And we
herb.
and we have the herb. All right. That's
So
actually a
crab,
pretty quick check from Ordeals with
it
the airboat.
is. But I believe, yeah, crab cakes has to choose to either go herb or Lefane at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like herb is the winner.
Yeah.
We
Some route
have
divergence. Yeah, there we go. We have the
a
bottle.
bottle. So Coughlin's gonna find that loot for sale. Well, I assume Coughlin's gonna check the shop.
Good point in chat. Waiting to check Lefine last. We do have all those extra magic shops.
The
And
superstore is on?
the
Okay.
superstore is on. Yep. So if you want to avail yourselves of those, waiting to promote before you go is a good plan. But we get the crown from the fairy.
You gotta love all these different chain quests.
Yep. It's a little bit like running errands when you have 3 kids.
Well, Crabcakes is going to Lefane while Coughlin is going to go check that crown.
Yeah.
We shall see which is more fruitful. Oh, the
Well,
cube.
in the cube. So
I missed what Asto said he had.
yeah, I didn't see 2. We'll see in a minute. Power.
Power bonk.
Oh,
It's a good find,
yeah.
especially since we know Temper is either 6, 7, or 8. I don't remember if we saw them check level 6 magic.
So Crab Cakes also is going to check the crown, but she did a save over Sky there. She's going to see the power bonk. She's going to say, okay, fine.
He'll take it. He's not upset about taking it, just
No,
not what she wanted at the moment.
yeah.
We found defense, we have not found Excal. So Key is blocking both of those. This is fun. I wonder if C is going to have Chime or Excal. Well, Coughlin picking up his slab. Crabcake's in Mirage. Crabcake's a little further ahead on the chain quest, but not really that big of a difference. Oh, I think Coughlin's trying to get a couple levels off this fighter tile.
Not a terrible idea, but
Oh, that may be it. Coughlin might be grinding for lockpicking.
yeah, yeah. If you can get there, could be worth it just to stay on rack, but it's going to take some time.
I mean, you're going to want the levels anyways, so it's not a bad idea. But 5 shards and greater than less than is pretty big.
Another thing is if he's going to promote getting these levels now before you have the spell charges, can make it a little bit harder to count on
Yeah,
that when you do your dive. So I don't know.
with
But
Chime being this far in quest chain, they're going to be higher level because they either have to do Sky or Sea before getting promotion, and those are
yeah,
going to give you levels regardless.
it was an ice sword. Not sure what the fighter's swinging right now, but ice sword is certainly a cromulent sword.
Probably better than what the fighter has, unless Crabcake's moved. Nope, Ninja
Yeah,
or Thief still has them also. So
yeah.
taking a little bit of time to heal up.
Dragon
Ooh,
armor.
definitely want that promotion.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Coughlin has gotten to level 22 on that Thief, so lockpicking enabled.
All right.
He is now in Shard and Go mode. This depends on if he can find enough outside of Sky of whether he needs to get that cube now.
Yeah. Crab Cakes is done with Sky for now.
Did a party member go down?
Not sure, but she might have enabled lockpicking herself here.
Ah, fair enough.
And I think that I like that a little bit better, knowing that once you see those shard boxes, knowing that you're going to pick up some levels just by picking up all those shards and fighting all those enemies. Um, nice thing there. All right.
I think Coughlin just didn't want to go. Well, there's the X-Cal.
Yep.
So we know Crabcakes is about to pick up the chime here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well then, neither of them need the incentive key from Sky.
Yep.
Where does Crabcakes... Uh, Crabcakes goes
She's
to
gonna
promote
promote.
now.
Yep.
Yep, that makes sense. Now, I wonder, does Crabcakes dig the X-Cal out of C? It
I
does
mean,
have plus 42, I believe, damage for elemental. Yeah, 42 damage
yeah.
bonus.
Yep. I mean, she picked up the fighter for a reason. All right. Thanks, Dragon.
A 4 Saria tile. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it is in the Sharknado room, so it's not a safe tile, but as long as they don't have anything, it's decent experience.
And in a move that will surprise no one, CC's back to Sky.
Already cleared out the Mirage floors, might as well go finish it off. Now, this does bring up a point where Coughlin could go get the chime before going to Lefane.
There's some flame armor for the ninja. Not too bad.
Okay, so that Night Swing in the defense +5 now.
Yep.
Still a strong sword, just not as good as the other endgame swords damage-wise.
We're going to pick up a few more levels here, too.
From what I've seen, I'd want at least high 20s on my whole party going into Topher for this flag set.
Yep.
And welcome Raiders from Obi of Legend. We are in the middle of a round of 32 game 1 match between Crabcakes and Fred Coughlin. They are more or less neck and neck. Crabcakes has promotion, but Coughlin still has all potentially necessary key items.
So we're going to go punch an octopus with a sword. Quick shout out to Wildham for doing the restream and pushing buttons for tracking.
Always love our behind the scenes people making sure everything gets done while we just sit here and watch a game and talk. Ooh. Oh
And
no.
there's the dark. Yeah. All right. Who had clean magic?
The Black Mage has it, but does not have lamp.
Okay.
It was an A spell and to remove stone.
Yeah,
Soft.
soft. Mm-hmm. All right. So that's a wipe.
Oh,
I was going to say it comes down to nuke landing.
that is a very costly wipe, unfortunately.
I missed it. Did he go out to save?
I believe he saved after mermaids.
Yeah.
That's still a lot of walking and a lot of checks or chests looted that he lost.
Yeah. And that's the thing with some of these, as the flags continue to progress, as we progress through the rounds, those shards are going to be more and more important. We're going to see a lot more. Oh, and was this the grind that he did too?
No, this was just a nice tile he found.
Yeah, okay. But as I was saying, finding shards is going to be really important part of the game.
Yeah, I mean, 28 shards doesn't necessarily sound like a lot, but they can be hard to find sometimes. See, at least up until round of 8, the shard count doesn't seem to go any higher, but see, you can get a total of 12 from defeating all the fiends.
Yep, that's right. First two have 2 apiece, and the second two have 4 apiece.
That still leaves having to find 16 of them in boxes.
Yep, you never know. Some of those could land also in unincentivized places like marsh or ice.
I mean, who doesn't like diving marsh or ice when you don't have an incentive? They're fun places. No?
Well,
Just
like,
me?
if you're doing a dissertation on slime, probably marsh is a great place to go, but probably wouldn't if I didn't have to. We're through Tia.
And Fred is making his way back towards Kraken, it looks like.
All right, and like CC's
Back,
gonna go buy some magic now.
I mean, might as well, you're right here, and it's probably a little faster than going to each town individually. Tier
Might
2
pick up
Academy
lamp
Mule.
there too.
And level 4, Cure 3.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Nah. Looks like Exit was level 5.
Hmm.
There's that nuke and fast pickup for the night. Saber pickup isn't bad. Ah, good old Brack. There's Temper at 6, okay.
Yeah.
Not the worst that you could
Hmm.
find it, but not great.
Interesting pickup of Exford there also in level 1.
I mean, you can always X for Brack Chaos.
Chat pointing out that Crab Cakes has 19 shards and Fred only has 9, so it would make sense. Feel the pressure and need to kill Kraken there.
Yeah. Sky had a lot of shards in that, so.
It did, yep.
Well, Mirage slash Sky. That less than greater than room holding 5 is pretty huge.
Yep. Okay, so skipping a couple of boxes here on CC's side. Needs shards, but those boxes take time.
Yeah. I think she's more interested in finding that X-Cal for the fighter.
Yeah.
Knowing that you can pop your head into these different rooms to look around is always fun. And thank you, Crab Cakes, for carbonating bubbles.
Yep. She took care of Legendary too, which much rarer. There's her
There's that
X-Cal.
X-Cal. Oof.
Oh, some ruse items in the slot there. Looks like we're getting out.
Yeah,
Wow.
going over to Kraken's side now.
Yeah.
Both your melees having ruse items and big swords. You're not afraid of much right now.
Right, promoting, moving some stuff around.
Looks like Fred's probably going to Lefane. Yep,
Yep.
get
All
those
right.
spells and the cube. Crabcakes does have a little bit of a lead here with the shard count and I think levels at this point. That wipe hurt Fred a lot.
Yeah.
But you know what they say, Topher is the great equalizer.
It is. And it's maybe a little bit less so because we have mid Topher on. So a wipe is costly, but it's not as costly as it is when you have to dive the
Yeah,
entire thing again. Yeah.
level 6 life 1. I mean, it's
Good to have in your
okay.
back pocket. You hope that you haven't run out of life casts by then at level 1.
Yeah,
Life 2 casts, but I think both of them are enabled in battle. So,
they are.
insurance. Fine.
You can use it outside of battle and use potions.
Yeah. All right. So
Crabcake's
Fred.
beelining that Kraken kill.
Yep. Meanwhile, Fred Coughlin's gonna find some shards here, maybe breathe a sigh of relief. I never play with palette swap, but it's always interesting.
And that's a
And
one round Kraken kill.
down goes the octopus.
Crabcake still needs 3 shards.
Yep. So she might kind of look around in Cardia or some of the free places that we've found
Dwarf
before. Yep.
might check Toflocked,
Yep.
Elven
Um,
Armory. Oh, carry kills 2 of the 3.
Yep, that's right. And I don't think she checked the hairpins. I don't think I saw those.
No,
No.
unfortunately, no Ice Cave. It doesn't hold the majority of the shards in the seed, so no one's gonna go there.
Womp womp.
Probably a triple I grind in there, and no one's ever gonna find it. I
Yeah.
think she only skipped the Agama room and the Red D.
Yeah.
So outside of the hairpins, yeah, I don't think she's gonna check anything else besides this carry kill. There's Elfland locked, Dwarf locked, Northwest Castle locked that she could quickly check
Yep.
without having to dive any more dungeons.
Yeah, there was one in the armory that she skipped right there too. So
Oh, okay. I thought she already picked the one up in the armory.
yeah, no, I think she bailed on it because of levels. But thanks to chat for pointing that out. All right.
And this is gonna be quite a quick entry into Topher if she goes straight
Yeah.
there after this.
I mean,
Her levels are looking good, so I don't see why she wouldn't.
yeah, no,
No
doesn't need
stopping for
anything.
potions.
Yep.
Just okay.
Go fast.
So at 5140, Crabcakes is into Topher. And Coughlin is, I believe, going for a skydive.
All right, here's Lich 2. I'm going to watch out for Nuke first
Just,
roll. Didn't roll in.
just a punch.
Yep.
And there goes our larger speed bump.
Yep.
Carry 2 can hit hard at times, so not always a pushover fight.
Yep. All right. We've got fast on, and there goes Black Mage.
It's not that bad because that ninja does have life 2.
Yep.
Well, only 2 more casts of it at this point now.
Always count on Crab Cakes to do the door glitch too.
It's just fun to do. So defense sword, swing, and fast.
Yep. Kraken 2 has punch and some kind of lame lightning.
Well, that ninja not caring about the punch after that one defense usage.
Yep. Good idea there too, because that's a life caster.
Running away from the iron goal, no time for it. Oh, power
There you
bonk
go.
instead of defense. And there goes the black mage.
Yep. Yep. Some fast.
Good thing that knight knows how to cast it too.
Yep. Red Coughlin still looting sky, finding a lot of nothing.
Yeah. Unfortunately, at this point, Fred's only hope of a comeback is if Crabcakes wipes against Chaos. So it is CC's race to lose at this point. Though even with the slow 2, she does have 2 fast casters.
Yep. Just gotta hope that the ribbons hold up and
Fast temper power bonk. Buffing up that muscle.
there's the crack.
Ooh. Only hits the knight, so not a big deal.
Yep. With that Masa and tempers, this will probably go okay. Just gotta watch out for slow 2 and cure 4.
I believe Chaos has a nuke as well, correct?
I think so. Inferno. Yes, there's a whole bunch of stuff.
Whirl.
Swirl, man mode.
Uh-oh.
There's
Slow
that
2
slow 2.
hits.
That's
But it
all right.
doesn't matter. Crabcakes wins with a time of 55-28.
GG's. Fred is
Wow,
continuing this Tia 1 fight.
that last hit, even after the slow 2.
Yep.
I believe Crabcakes normally doesn't do interviews, but we may or may not see her in chat. But that is an impressive time. Oh,
Indeed.
less than half of the chests open in the seed. Just what you'd expect from such a strong runner, though. Fred just had a little bit of bad luck along the way and got delayed behind, but you never know what's going to happen in the game 2 between them.
Yep. Wouldn't want to go up against either of them in this first round either. I guess technically second round.
Yeah, I mean, these two giant runners hitting each other in a round of 32 is just saving a couple other people from having to see them so early, but doesn't give a lot of confidence to their next opponents. I believe their game 2 may be tomorrow. I just don't know the time currently.
I think
The
it's at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, but I can check the schedule. Chat probably knows.
their race is at, yep, 3 o'clock tomorrow. It took me way too long of scrolling to realize I looked past their name twice.
Mm-hmm.
And it will be on RPG Limit Break tomorrow. So if you want to see these two great runners go at it again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern over on RPG Limit Break. Coughlin is taking down Carey. Let's see. If you are looking for more great racing today, we have 2 games running at 6 o'clock here on FFR Prime and one over on FFR2. The one here is going to be round of 32, game 2 of Woobear versus Mr. Scruff. On FFR2, we are going to have a round of 64 rebroadcast of Yakko Wacko 20 versus Golden Shocker. And at 8 p.m. on what is LFB? My brain isn't working. Do you know which channel
Uh,
LFB is?
Lord Fizzlebeef.
Oh, on Lord Fizzlebeef's channel. Okay, is going to be Danny versus Scarcer.
I think every
So
time Scarcer wins, should add another ER to the end of the name. Just Scarcer.
still plenty of great runs to come today, and stick around, watch Fred just tear apart the rest of the seed as he is still going, and we still appreciate all the great racing currently happening.
Really nice to see some new names also.
It is. And at 59.50, Fred is in Topher.
Here we go. Might be
His
a good
looks,
idea to welcome anybody who is interested to check out our Discord and our website, FinalFantasyRandomizer.com.
the links are in chat.
Thank you.
It's a great community, very welcoming, plenty of people willing to help out anyone who's looking to get into it.
Now that nuke did hit and
Ooh.
took down one character and left the white mage with 1 hit point left. Everybody's back up, no harm.
Anything over 1 is just bonus health.
That's right.
Fire 3 doing a little bit of damage to that white mage, and then a punch right after. Luckily, nothing too bad, but still rude.
Have you ever accidentally left this tile and had to refight Carrie?
Oh, yeah. Most
Yeah.
everyone who's been running for a while has done that, thinking that they've already gone up and are on the cracking floor and accidentally hit down a little too early. Looks like Mechlin is going to be putting up 2 biggies after the stream ends. Chanigan versus Ron round 32 game 1, and Woobear versus Mr. Scruff Ninja Tuna round of 32 game 1 as well.
Yep.
So
If you
plenty
want to
of
see
winter
game
turn.
one before tonight's, sorry about that. If you want to
Oh, you're
see
good.
game one before tonight's game two, stick around. And anybody who's new, a Bicky broadcast just means nobody behind the microphone. Still really fun to watch.
Yeah, may or may not be tracking, depends on the availability, but it's great to be able to watch those broadcasts. You can just focus on their routing, try and put yourself in their shoes, figure out what they're doing and why they're doing it. It's how I learned to play the game, honestly. Just watching tournaments and learning from people who knew what they were doing running the game. And I missed that Kraken fight, so I'm guessing it was not too big of a deal.
Yeah, it looked to be pretty much okay.
On to Tia, the Bane here is the worry point.
Yep. Mm,
Okay. Only hitting one isn't too bad.
yep. This is where the ninja carry really shines in these flags, because ninja, usually you're going
Oh,
to find one of the lives in the first 4 levels, and you're likely to be able to bring anybody back up.
yeah,
But,
it's really big. Usually why the Knight carry is such a strong... Well, that and Knights have a lot of HP and good armor selection.
yep. I mean, you hate to go into this chaos man mode.
Yeah, especially with the vanilla scripts on these fiend fights. Vanilla Chaos was no joke.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't have a Massa +5 when you fought Chaos Vanilla either, but all right, here we are.
Yeah. Invis 2, defense, and fast. Normal, safe strat to go into a chaos fight. Nothing wrong with it.
Yep.
One
Crack hits
character
as
down.
expected.
I mean, the white mage got a Invis 2 stack off. That's more or less what you
Yep.
wanted out of it.
Yep.
Brought her back
Um,
up for a heal. Not a bad play.
yep. Meanwhile, just throwing those tempers as much as possible onto the ninja. We're gonna
Yeah.
swing.
Ooh,
9
that was a
hits.
big hit.
Yep. And Chaos swung back, but Rue's stack is at close to max here.
Second hit, not as big. Slow targeting that white mage, which is completely
Mm,
fine.
You're through.
GG's to Fred with the official time of 105.31.
Excellent.
Let's see. Are we expecting Fred for interviews?
Do not see him in the booth, but maybe if he comes in while we're wrapping up, we'll let him say some things about the seed.
I kind of went through most of the post talking while Fred was picking up his remaining shards, but let's see. Can I think of anything else? Well, thank you for everyone who watched. Thank you to our runners for putting on an amazing show. This was one heck of a matchup, and I'm glad I was able to step in and help commentate on it.
Hey, me too. This is my first time on comms. Had a really great time. Thanks again to Wild M for doing the behind the scenes work. And of course, thanks to the devs for making this possible in the first place.
Well, I'm not seeing him pop into the waiting room, so I'm going to go off the assumption that They're just saving it for their next race tomorrow.
Fair enough.
On behalf of FFR and the rest of the race crew here, we want to thank you for watching. Stick around for those bickies and even more winter tournament shenanigans later tonight. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you later.
Thanks, Odron. Bye.